Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Thamriel, and today I'm going to show you how you can play Guild Wars 2 as an action MMO. Now, if you play Guild Wars 2 for a while, or you've been playing it for many years, you're used to mousing over a target, like over there, the Ascalonian fighter, left-clicking on the fighter, and executing your hotbars and everything. So it's more of tab targeting rather than, action combat. Which, I mean, yes, that is technically how the game is, but not anymore. With the introduction of the most recent patch, with the coming of Heart of Thorns expansion, the developers decided to add something that's actually really freaking cool, and a lot of you, especially me, are probably gonna enjoy it. It's a perfect way to make Guild Wars 2 feel more like an action MMO rather than a tab targeting MMO. Anyway, let me show you what to do with it. So there's a system in the game right now that is built in that allows you to switch to an action camera, and here I'll demonstrate to you. I clicked middle click, I hotkeyed the action camera key to middle click because it's the closest key to me, and it's one of those things I'm thinking I will probably never ever macro for this game or keybind for this game for anything. So right now I'm in action combat camera view. As you can see, there's a little dot in the middle that'll aim towards the target that I'm looking at, and the target I'm going to be fighting. Let's go fight something. Let's go find something to fight, I guess. There's a way better setup using the camera that you can do to make it seem a lot more like an actual action MMO combat. But here I'll show you exactly what it's like. So right now, my left key is bound to use my number one attack. So when I click left key, left click, it makes it so that my primary attack is used, and will continue to be used as long as I keep clicking left click. If I wanted to just automatically fight for me, I can just press 1 and will start doing its automatic rotation on its own, and I don't even have to press anything whatsoever. See, I'm just press 1 once and that's it. I'm not pressing left click right now. There we go. Which, that's kind of cool. I like the fact that you're able to decide whether you want to, spam left click all the time, or you want to just stick to auto combat that your character already has built in, which is kind of cool. Now let me show you what's the best way to set it up so it actually feels like an action MMO game. So I'm going to go back to main cursor. There we go. Alright, so first thing you want to do is open up options, right? And you want to go to control options. You don't have to go to general options or graphic options or sound options just yet. Right now let's set up a macro or some kind of a keybind that will let us go into action mode. So you want to scroll down all the way to the bottom, right then to this, let me see, to this, there we go, the camera view, the camera mode. It's going to be right above screenshots and map, and right here toggle action camera. You want to double click that and set whatever key you want. Now here's the thing, I don't use my middle click for anything on this game, which is why I set it for middle click. I mean, it just makes sense to be able to switch between, the actual cursor and action mode in case I need to like open up bags and do some bag management or something like that, or if I need just a cursor to mouse over to little menus on the top left over here. It all makes sense. So it's a key that is not used for me. If it's used for you, then you can set up a different key on your keyboard or mouse or whatever, but there you go, just simple as that. And once you click accept, you'll be able to use the key to switch between action mode and cursor mode, action mode and cursor mode. Alright, now some of the things that could help your experience in general with the action key is by pressing escape, going to options, going to the general options, scrolling down to the camera section right over here, and actually changing the horizontal position to either side. So here I'll move the menu. Right here, you will see the horizontal position originally is going to be right in the center, like a regular MMO would have, But what you want to do is either take it to one side or the other, depends on what you're more comfortable with. And you want to see it from the back of the character. So let's turn our character around over here. There we go. So looking from the back of the character, you either want to go with horizontal position on one side or the other. Because here, I'll show you. I'll just put it on this side. Right here, even though we can be attacked and everything, it's going to be a lot easier for us to see what's going on in front of us because our cursor is not blocked by our character, and we can see, kind of like, have like an over-the-shoulder look for our character combat. Now, Char is a big character, so it's going to be a little weird. The camera in general is going to look a little weird for Char, but overall, it just improves the overall combat feel and allows you to kind of have this over-the-shoulder look, kind of like this Skirmish over-the-shoulder look, or what Terra has, and actually a lot of action MMOs have. Now you can go from one side or the other, it doesn't matter. You can go either on put the cursor on the right side or the left side, whichever one is more comfortable for you. And then the best part is, let me move the menu, is vertical position near. This is going to affect what the vertical position is going to be like when you're up close and zoomed into the character. You can lower it down to have this more of like a, I guess, a more lower down, more personal kind of, I don't know, more action-y based view. Or you can go over and actually raise it so you can see everything above your target. So you can not like have, I guess, more over the shoulder look, I guess. not lower down to the ground, but you can see the action right in front of you and right from the top. So it gives you like a third-person action view. It really depends on whichever preference you have. I find this view kind of nice, but I would have to play as a thinner character. I can't play as a char because the cursor would just be blocked by giant shoulders and arms, really. So I keep it right about here, just so it's at a nice over-the-shoulder medium. And right here, the vertical position far, this is going to affect when your character zooms out. And for this one, I kind of prefer to keep mine a little higher in case I'm playing like a ranged character, or if I need to have like an over-the-shoulder look to see things around me. This kind of lets me zoom out and at the same time have like almost like an bird's eye view, at least a higher view, so I can see things around me. And this is not really for gameplay much, but more for kind of to allow me to look around the map a little better and see things around me kind of thing. And then what you can also do is adjust collision sensitivity, zoom sensitivity, and field of view. Depends on how you want to. I just keep mine at a medium, just something what I'm used to. If you want to set up your depth of field to be like this, then go for it if your frame rate can even handle it. I keep mine towards the middle because that's just what I enjoy so far. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see some of you play this and try out this whole action combat MMO kind of feel. And let me know in the comments what you think about it, and whether you think you would get Guild Wars 2, since it's free to play now, to try to give it a try as an action MMO. Now, this supposedly was used as a, like this view was supposedly used before for an add-on to give Guild Wars 2 a more action MMO kind of feel, and developers learned that some players really prefer that and decided to implement it as a base game feature, which I think is really cool, and would definitely consider this game now as an action MMO rather than tap targeting MMO for sure. And the fact that you're able to kind of aim your abilities and everything, that's really awesome. And I especially think this will benefit ranged characters and allow them to actually have this aim mechanic where they have to aim the abilities in a certain direction in order to use them and attack certain enemies, rather than tap target between different enemies or whatever system that was used before that. So I think it's actually really cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to trying this out on my Mesmer and other ranged characters, as well as other melee characters that I'll be playing through Heart of Thorns. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this is actually helpful to all of you that are thinking of adding a little more of an action MMO spin to your Guild Wars 2 experience. My name is Tamriel. Like, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. I'm gonna go ahead and kill some Harpy warriors, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.